Hi everyone. So if we could map out Go, we are here today in order to expand that map a little bit by introducing you to the community of Go developers from the Himalayan country of Nepal. So let's go to Nepal. Um, so for anybody that doesn't know where exactly Nepal is, if you see this map and you can spot the gopher, then you found Nepal. So Go Nepal is a small but a growing community. We are roughly, reaching the target of roughly around 200 developers and more at the moment. We started with 2019. I'm actually very new to it, but that's the reason why we have Yankee here in order to give you a bit more insight on that. And before we get into the meat of it, we want to introduce you to our gopher as well, the one that you see right over there wearing the Nepali topi and the Daura Surwal, which is our national dress. So that's our mascot. So let me introduce Yankee.
Yeah, I Yankee from Postpay, basically. Yep.
And we also wanted to make sure that we included Milap Nupane, who is also from Go Nepal team. He's one of the early founders, so we wanted to make sure that he was put on the slide because he's provided us with a lot of information. So Yankee, why don't you cover us on how things are going with the state of Go Nepal at the moment?
Yeah, so like Arun mentioned, Go is like pretty popular here in Nepal. So uh, in our Go community, we have a lot of early adapters since the early days of Go. We have a lot of CS students who are coming into our meetups, learning new things. And we also have a professional crowd of software developers, and it's pretty popular among DevOps in Nepal as well. So what is Go used for? Mostly for internal tools and open source contributions. So we have a huge pool of people contributing to open source projects in the CNCF space. So that's pretty cool. And we have a lot of enthusiasts doing a lot of cool things with Go. And on the right, you can see the screenshot of one of our meetups where we had the privilege of having Bill Kennedy to talk about the generics in Go. So, having said that, let's go to the next slide and look at our past events. So, we have had a great track record when it comes to our events. We have the likes of Bill Kennedy, and we have Isan Mukherjee and Zain Askar talking about Pixie. If you are into the Kubernetes space and uh, for observability stuffs like Pixie is great. And yeah, although we have been in this space for a pretty short time, but we have had great leaders from the Go community come to our community, expand it, make it more knowledgeable. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. Next. So our experience so far, for every growing community, you need a positive feedback loop. So the first point talks about virtuous cycle, where we have like enthusiast people in the community who inspires the next generation, and the same cycle repeats so that we have a budding and thriving community of good developers. And also one of the experiences we have had on our meetups is like market needs sometimes expects personal drive. So this is pre-pandemic, so maybe next year when we come things might change, but yeah, uh, the Nepali market is used for JavaScript developers, so the Go is on the rise, I would say. But since international companies are opening up for jobs, so it's going to be a different scene next year. And also we need more push for open source software, although I have mentioned like there are a lot of contributors, but I think it's not enough, right? So that's where you guys come in. Next slide, please. Yeah, so uh, that was our community, and we invite you to join us. If you want to showcase your tools and techniques, if you want to talk about design patterns, if you want to talk about industry standards, or some open source projects you are passionate about, you're contributing to, or you're founder of, so we will be pleased to have you in our community. We will provide you the platform. We have a very thriving audience that is seeking to get the knowledge out of all of this. So yeah, if you want to join our community, we have the meetup link down below, so you can just go to that link and be part of it, and we can talk, join the discussion, what we can do together as a community for the community. Yeah, Arun, you're up.
For me, I'm also a beginner myself, and I'm only starting with my Go journey now. But to be able to have the representation for Go Nepal here with GopherCon for the first time, it's absolutely great. We really want to thank GopherCon and especially thank Mark Bates because of his lightning talks. A small voices just like ours has a chance to just come out to the big worldwide space. So we thank Mark, we thank GopherCon, and hopefully the next time you are going to be seeing us is actually going to be in an event that is organized by Go Nepal. So we are there. We are trying to get out there as well, and we look forward to you in our next events. Thank you again, and Dhanyavad, which actually
Yeah.
means thank you in Nepali. So that was us, and we hope to see you next time.